Hi everyone, this is Jar Citizen Gamer. I wanted to go over a game that I reviewed as one of my earlier videos, in fact probably my second video, which was Firefall. Now in the initial review I was doing some side-by-side gameplay with Lightning Dragon and wanted to go ahead and give you an initial overview. I felt that the game was very fun, very strong, but I said it wouldn't be a fully fair review unless I gave like a mid and also a high level review of the game as well. But sometimes you don't even have to get to the high level to start to see the chinks in the armor. One of the things I'm noticing in the game is while the combat has still remained very fun, there is not a lot of variety in the missions. Now I was hoping from the beginning that as we dug into it there'd be more types, more things going on. But what it comes down to is that every mission for the most part is you go into an area or you pick up a mission that says go meet X or click on X or talk to X or whatever, and you go out to an area and it's an excuse for some mob to spawn and attack you. It's just a loosely wrapped story with a lot of different reasons for you to get attacked. Now I do like the dynamic the events going on in the areas. They're fun to work with the people in the area to see, you know, how the world just kind of flows around you. But after a while, once again, even those, you start to drive past them. You're like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to get the mission done. And if you play it, you know, it's one of those things that you want to just work on one frame, because if you try to do all of them at the same time or something like that and have a balanced experience, you're going to do so much repetition, you'll just wear yourself out. So just pick one thing and run it to the end if you're going to play it all. Still, I love the free-to-play model. I think the combat's fun. The environments and stuff, the stylized art is great. But I think that where it's going to fall apart for a lot of people is that there is a lot of repetition. Now, even for an MMO. Now, there's always repetition in MMOs. We all know that. Go out and kill 5 pigs and get 5 pig hearts or whatever. That stuff's seen everywhere. But this is more than that. I mean, you can go out to the same location, literally the exact same location, like 5 times in a row for random missions, and it's like, oh, go here and save a guy. Oh, go here and help us mine. Oh, go here and kill these creatures. But it's the exact same point on the map. It resets that area with a new creatures or new objects or whatever has to be done for that mission. Kind of like a board game if you were just to set up the pieces in a certain location of a board game. Kind of like the old Heroes Quest kind of a dungeon crawler, kind of pen and paper kind of board game that I used to play during high school. So the thing is that while I'm not against that mechanic entirely, it is kind of weird basically that, you know, you kind of keep going back to the same area a lot and it's something entirely new there. And I don't know, for me that's kind of immersion breaking. A lot of MMOs, you go to an area, there'll be a town or something, and you'll go ahead and deal with all the events in that town, the story, and all the people, and you'll finish it. And that'll be it. And you'll move on to the next area. But because of the way they do it here, you really can pick up a mission in town. You can go a couple hundred meters and kind of live in that area until you finish the whole town, maxed out your rep, and you kind of move on. And so I'm going to have to say that while initially I gave it a 9 out of 10 because it was fun, and it still is, I still play it, but in spurts. I don't think it's something that you can really dig into. There's just not enough depth there to like make it a everyday kind of thing. You know, maybe if you find a good guild or a group to play with, something that you can get involved with the community, it would be worthwhile. But for me, this is just a game you pick up and play from time to time as the mood hits. So I'm going to say, having gone into the mid-level game, 6 out of 10. And if I was to give it an arbitrary number, and the way things are going, I think if it keeps heading down this path, I think by the time you get to the end game, I'll probably rate even a 4 or 5 because it's not going anywhere, and that's the problem I'm having with it. Your armor gets better, your weapons get better, but it doesn't make the game feel any different. And so the question is, do you really want to grind something up to like maximum level when you know that the experience is essentially speaking the same as you had from level 1? So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. And if you have any comments about the game itself, or maybe I'm not understanding the full scope of it because I haven't seen the end game yet, just to be honest with you. So leave comments, and thanks again guys for visiting, and I look forward to doing this again soon.